if we take P plus and say that 8 or more bullets penetrate, there is a 99% chance you'll be doing a minimum of nearly 37% more damage per mag with P plus over AP. You can pause the video if you want to see the numbers, but I think P plus really just takes the cake. As a result, it'll be assumed that every gun is running P plus. If you don't have P plus unlocked, chances are it's because you don't need it yet, so just run FMJ. Now, onto some general pistol tips. Use silencers. They make your life a whole lot easier. The less attention you can attract, the less targets you'll have to shoot. You don't need SS ammo for silencers, as the silencer just makes the gun already mega quiet. Secondly, if you're having trouble hitting shots, try using a pistol or laser sight. You can just point and... If you're still having trouble aiming, just Google VR shooting tips and techniques, or just stop using the G17, because its 65 accuracy rating just fucking sucks. Alright, now for the real nitty gritty, the individual tips and tricks and tier list for the pistols. We'll start with the Makarov. It's probably my favourite looking gun, but it also has the lowest damage per shot, mediocre accuracy, and an 8-round mag. E tier. The TT. You may notice on the stat sheet that this little boy is kinda unique, because he kinda flies really fucking fast. It has the same muzzle velocity as the SKS, but has 50 damage per shot, making it the second highest damaging pistol out of all the pistols. Which means that this boy has got some long range capabilities.
No shot.
When doing tests at range with the guns, you can see how every gun drops quite a bit at range due to its lower muzzle velocity, but the TT just says fuck that. It's not a guaranteed hit, as the mediocre accuracy tends to make the bullets fly in funny directions, but it works. If it had a bigger mag count, this thing would be a clear B tier, but sadly, as its only real use case is at range, unfortunately every rifle already beats it at that, so it's going to have to land in C tier. The G17 is personally a gun that I hate. Bias aside, it's tied second with the TT for damage, but has the lowest accuracy out of all the pistols. Combined with its dog shit iron sights that can be hard to center, you'll be missing a fuck ton of shots at range. So this restricts the gun to pretty much just CQC only. I know I said I wasn't going to count this stat in as well, but as an FYI, it has the highest wear per shot in the game, which means you cannot sleep on the G17. It actually begs for the cleaning rod to penetrate it all the time. Overall, the Glock has a very high damage, a big mag, and is great at CQC. B tier. The GSH was a personal favourite of mine. This gun genuinely impressed me until I found out it literally is just an upgraded PM. It may have the second highest accuracy out of the pistols with an upgraded mag, but its damage is just half a step above the Makarov's at 40 per shot, making it near impossible to down armoured enemies effectively. You can give it a go at range, but its meh muzzle velocity makes it too unpredictable. It can't shoot far, it can't kill people close, so it's just a D tier. Not only can the Italians make a good pizza, but they can make a damn good pistol. The M9 is the highest damaging, highest accuracy pistol in the game. It's literally the meta pistol. BZ Razor did a one life pistol only playthrough, which is an extremely difficult task to do, but had a loadout consisting of 2 trusty M9s and he was able to pull it off. I think it's safe to say that this gun is very good. I don't need to say anything more. This thing smacks. S tier. Just buy one now. The OC33. How can you even follow up the M9?
Well, I can full auto.
Sorry? I can full auto. Really? The OC33 is far better than the M9 in CQC due to its full auto capabilities, with a big boy mag as well. A drawback of this rate of fire though is that you'll spend half the time doing this, then the next minute doing this. It's dog shit at range due to its low damage of 40 per shot and an accuracy that's subpar, but that's a worthwhile trade-off for a gun that can literally just do this. It's the best pistol in the game for CQC, and honestly if your loadout was just a sniper primary, I would take this as the secondary, which is why it just has to go into A tier. So long as you can withstand all the... Well, that's the tier list. Honestly, it all came together nicely. The M9 is the best in the game, the PM the worst. The GSH is an upgrade to the worst gun in the game, while the OC33 is a CQC Chad. The Glock is just a semi-auto version of that Chad. Then, last but not least, you have this little guy, who's literally just a sniper rifle. At the end of the day, don't let this list influence your pistol choices. All these guns,
aside from the PM,
can finish off any enemy and fill the role of a sidearm perfectly. However, if you were trying to attempt a pistol-only playthrough, I'd recommend either two M9s or an M9 OC33 combo. That's it from me. I hope you learnt something in this video, and I wish you all a good day, night, or evening as you explore your way through the Pachorsk exclusion zone. See yous.
In the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete like Nikes in the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher.
Well, look who it is. Kolkhoz. Home to all of our favourite things. Spongy armoured enemies, spawns galore, and an armoured flashlight on wheels that sprays you down from across the map. That's right, the BTR. You know, you have a beautiful voice. Now, if you're unlucky enough to hear or spot the BTR, you only have two options. You either run and cry, or you hide and cry. Please don't come over the ridge, please. But what if I told you there's another option? The ridge, please. But what if I told you there's another option? In 2.2, they added an enemy HP slider that when set to the lower setting, reduces HP pools to a quarter. Do you see where this is going? My inquisitive nerdy degenerate self decided to consult the stat sheet for the highest damaging thing possible in the game. Bingo. I devised 3 survival strategies that I believe might just work. Just shoot it with the slug cannon, don't add a couple frag grenades to it, or my personal favourite, shooting 200 noob tubes at it. Now, to execute such an operation, I needed to devise a plan. I pulled up the map of Kolkhoz and began to maniacally plot the plan.
He died.
I drew lots of lines, took into account the pathing of the BTR, closest shortcut to rearm, choke points, density of the enemies, topography of the area, all to find the perfect ambush location for the job. It's gotta be the train station. I packed my equipment and started my journey with the Saiga in hand. I had very high hopes. I had managed to pack a whopping 33,000 damage into my backpack, which is enough firepower to level Perverme route 57 times over. It was time for the moment of truth.
I'm ready for the ambush. Go. Go.
With my ammo reserves finally depleted, I decided to head back via the shortcut in hopes of repairing my gun and rearming. However, upon returning, I was met with my worst fear. Nothing.
Damn, these look nice.
No, seriously, after like 30 minutes of just walking around, there was no BTR in sight. But this didn't discourage me. I decided to ditch the Saiga, load up on frag grenades, and sleep until the next tide. Now, the Saiga may do 110 damage per shot, but F1s do 400. And oh boy, they aren't quite about it either.
Please, 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 please. We're turning it down, we're turning it down, we're turning it down.
The Bozo once again fell for my ingenious ambush strategy, and I had the BTR wrapped around my finger, pinned and victimized. But after 5 minutes of hearing this sound over and over again, I just gave up and reloaded my save. With the past 2 hours of my life wiped from memory, I decided to take action on my last straw.
Oh, does that feel good for you too? Oh. Oh, I crashed the game. Oh no, I didn't. Wow, whoa.
I stocked up on exactly 200 noob tubes and gave the thing a test run, then went back into the depths, with my graphics card working overtime. This time, however, I ran into trouble.
Money. Oh, that felt good.
With the victim dealt with, I moved on to bully his little sister.
Can't miss the last one, right?
I was stunned. Once I had run out of 40mm grenades, I went back to base, bought another 200,
Whoa. Okay, there we go.
then went straight back in. but waited yet again for another 30 minutes to just see nothing. It's not the resolution I was hoping for, but the BTR is just kind of buggy whenever you run up to it, so I kind of expected this result, to be honest. So what have we learned? Well, if you sneak up on the BTR, damage it with one bullet, chase it, you can get it perma-stuck in a tree every time. If you leave the area, it won't respawn till next tide. Can you kill it? Well, turns out it has 90 million HP, so I don't think there's a chance in hell. To all the geezers out there asking where the rifle guide is, it's pretty much done. I'm just waiting for 2.2's proposed rifle ammo changes to be finalized and then I'll drop it. I hope you all have a good day, night, or evening as you continue to cream your pants at the sight of 2.2's graphic update. Says. And we're back with another no-nonsense, no-intro guide to the boomsticks of Into the Radius in version 2.0. In this guide, I'll be showcasing my tests and observations I've done to help demonstrate each individual shotgun's strengths and weaknesses. As always, this video is going to be broken into 3 parts: a 12 gauge ammo guide, general shotgun tips, followed by the deep dive and tier list of each shotgun. Now when it comes to ammo, I can go into heavy detail about buckshot versus slugs, but I don't have to, because buckshot on paper is so bad that words can't describe how much of a degenerate it is. In the family of 12 gauge rounds, buckshot is literally the child that only a mother could love. Due to just how ugly buckshot is, it'll be assumed that every shotgun will be running AP. Now in terms of general tips, I have quite a lot of knowledge to bestow upon the audience. First, let's discuss upgrades. The recoil upgrade is only viable on the Spaz and the Saiga, but you don't even need it, because in my opinion, the recoil isn't even that bad to begin with. Now, I did test the spread upgrade and can say it does not affect the slugs one bit. However, there is a big fucking difference between the decreased spread and the increased spread with buckshot. This shit is almost as putrid as the fact that only 9% of you guys watching this video are subscribed. Weight differences between the guns are also negligible, as they all weigh within half a kilo of each other. The Saiga may be the lightest gun, but when you're carrying just one mag, it becomes the heaviest. When it comes to reloading, you can load everything from your ammo box. I personally didn't even know about this until I started to use the Spaz, but my god, not needing to load every bullet individually into the gun is a true lifesaver. Don't be me, don't be silly. With the formalities out of the way, let's begin with the analysis and tier list of each gun. For starters, there are 7 shotguns in this game, but technically there's only 5. As you can see from the stat sheet, both double barrel shotguns are identical, and the same is true for their sawn-off variants. However, there are staggering differences between the sawn-off and full shotguns. The sawn-offs are twice as loud, have a lower accuracy, half the velocity, and less damage. The first time I used a sawn-off, I swear every enemy within render distance just came flooding towards me. I literally felt like I was the last girl at a bar still hanging around at 3 AM. The only pro I can give to the sawn-off is the fact that it is great to handle indoors just due to how small it is. But that's the only pro I can give for the sawn-off, so I'm gonna have to put it in E tier. The full double barrel is just usable in areas up to Podia Factory. This is by design as it literally only has 2 barrels. My main issues with it is that sometimes you get unlucky and you don't penetrate a shot, you miss a shot completely, or you run into one of the 3 different types of commando mimics that require 3 slugs to kill. Now it is a massive buff compared to the sawn-offs, and it has the potential to kill things at medium ranges, but by design, it's still a 2-barrel break action shotgun. D tier. Now this is the hard part of the guide, because the last 3 shotguns are all extremely good, and I personally have trouble choosing between the 3 of them. So I'm going to rank the easy choice first to solve this problem via the process of elimination. The Saiga. This is your typical video game shotgun, and I say that because it is semi-auto, does the most damage out of all the shotguns, and like every shotgun in Call of Duty, is dog shit at range. But it is a stellar performer in CQC. It's the only shotgun that can use a magazine as well, and you can find 10-round mags for it out in stashes, which I heavily recommend using, as they weigh the same as the 5-round mags, but give you double the ammo capacity. This is a blessing and a curse, as it's the only shotgun with magazines, but now that means you have a mag to repair. It's only a minor drawback, but it is worth mentioning. Highest damage, biggest mag, semi-auto. A tier. Following the meta shotgun, we have by far the most fun shotgun in the game, the IZ-81. It's got a decent accuracy, a super fast velocity, and very good damage. Now do you know what this equation equals? Snooperoofle. No matter where you are, you can shoot at literally everything. But you will have to enable virtual stock. As we all know, long range VR shooting is hard, but the devs know this and created virtual stock to save us all. The difference between sniping with and without virtual stock is insane, so I recommend using it for all two-handed weapons. But even with virtual stock, the only thing holding this gun back from being A tier is the fact that it isn't semi-auto. Most enemies need 2 slugs to kill, so you can't just run in monkey style and pop everything. You must use brain. I used a strat called peek, pop, and pump. You peek the target, you pop the target, then you pump and cover. If you follow the 3 Ps, you will never die. For the sole reason though of having to use brain, monkey put gun, B tier. Now the Spaz is pretty much just a toned down Saiga, as it has less damage than the Saiga and is single round loaded. However, its one difference is the fact that it has a zoomy muzzle velocity. Now I thought, surely that fast muzzle velocity counters its terrible accuracy, right? The answer to that is hell nah. So all I really have to say about the Spaz is the fact that it's literally just a nerf Saiga. B tier. Now if I were to let my bias control this tier list, we are putting the IZ81 in A tier, baby! I had so much fucking fun with this gun, and honestly using it made me better at the game. It literally forced me to just play slower and more methodical. Coming off of using SMGs only in the last guide, they trained me to literally just be a monkey and run and gun. If you play this game properly with brain, I reckon this thing completely outclasses the Saiga. And that, my friends, is the tier list complete. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Join the Discord with the top link in the description if you want to chat into the radius things, or if you just want to double your cock size. I hope you all have a good day, night, or evening as you continue to monkey brain your way through the exclusion zone. Cheers.
In the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete like.
I found an incredible game last week, and by I mean Corey, but this is my channel, so I found Rising Storm 2 Vietnam last week, and it is the best Vietnam game I have ever played.
I'm just shooting into the trees, like... Oh, and I got a kill. I just shot into the trees and got a kill.
Told you, man,
There was a guy right next to me and I didn't even know.
Napalm, M16s, trees that speak Vietnamese, it's exactly what I was expecting and hoping for, but at the same time, it was also unlike any other shooter I have ever played.
Dong. Ha.
Oh, it is Dong, huh?
I was lulled into a false sense of security by how arcadey and approachable it looked, but then it would just randomly become a super hardcore mill sim at random moments.
Oh. Glad I wasn't over there.
These are two completely opposite ends of the spectrum. It doesn't seem like it would be possible to feel like both of those games at the same time, but somehow, this game has put itself in both positions simultaneously.
Well, I can make a punji pit?
Yeah, I don't know why it's...
Oh my god, this is awesome.
I don't know why it's not 3.
Corey, I just made a pile of dirt.
You see it, yeah.
That's not a trap, that's not a punji pit.
Yeah, if they walk over it, they die instantly.
Deadly pile of dirt.
Looking at the HUD is deceiving because it looks like an old Call of Duty. If you told me that this was a bad Battlefield knockoff, I'd believe you.
Oh, VCON. They come out of the bushes.
Well, yeah.
And the maps have clearly defined objectives, they're reasonable size, especially compared to Hell Let Loose, where 90% of that game is walking to the objective.
I know I'm recording this game to make fun of it right now, but I still love this game.
But there's this one little message that pops up at the beginning of the game that hopefully I can find a picture of. If not, I'll have to substitute it for something else. But this message pops up and it says, remember, it only takes 1 shot to kill.
I'm coming up on Delta.
Okay, there's a ton of them.
Okay, I will take it nice and...
You're dead.
It's very easy to miss that first message, but that little nugget of information changes everything about this game.
I'm at 1 kill, 79 deaths, let's go.
Especially for the friendlies who are usually at point blank range when they cross in front of you. Oh, I shot my own team. I'm so sorry. There was an American. There was an American in the trench. No, I have to kill him now. I have to kill him now. God dang it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There we go. I got a kill. I got a kill. I'm so sorry. I killed my comrade. It adds a level of intensity that is really hard to achieve unless you make it 1 shot, 1 kill. Oh no, he had cool glasses. I feel bad about that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm killing so many Americans. Wow. Time to leave this bunker. Jeez. I'm staring directly at the objective. If someone kills me, I will chuck my mouse out my window. Don't even try. So that was a grenade that hit me physically. Maybe like broke my ankle or something, and then exploded. I can't think of a more humiliating way to die. Bullets are pinging the structure. Was that? Okay. Pause. Hello, I'm sorry. Here is the time code to skip this portion of the video. For anyone new here who still hasn't skipped ahead, you are missing nothing other than a lesson on how not to set up channel memberships. It's a Hobbit. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste. A hose end pressure refuel. What is this? That's me, G. I still owe DAC78 a beaver debt. Dak, why do you have to bring this up to the YouTube audience? We don't need to air out our dirty laundry for them. Wolfie, hello there. Nothing to see here. Gunny 1971. You said it wrong. Monkey, Tiny Understater. I'll always. Okay. It starts with 1. Ugh. I hated that one. Ezra, Sucky Chicken, Harold, Mr. Monty, Gusto Night Gamer, and guy with an atomic bomb in a shopping cart. Honestly, between the picture and the name, I'm not even mad. This is one of the most cultured Atomic Mirror Brain editions we've had ever.
Grenade.
Which isn't saying a lot. The bar is on the floor.
Stop it. Get some help.
Don't do this to me, please. I can't even see them. I feel like I'm playing Hell Let Loose. Just let me see you before you kill me. Do me that courtesy. How are these guys just standing up and running around? Watch what happens when I stand up. See? I could not have planned that any better. And it's not just guns. Again, there is napalm in this game, as well as gunships and helicopters.
I'm sticking down. Things are happening. It does not feel good to be a part of this.
And if it only takes one bullet to kill you, it makes the vehicles that spray cannons from 10,000 feet in the sky extremely scary.
I'm endlessly having double vision from the rockets going off around me. Holy cow. Oh, that's not good.
Oh. Eddie, that was right up.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. Just give the bullet some travel time. The result is a game where I can satisfy the smooth parts of my brain that want to play immersively, and I can do that without having to also perform calculus to find my objective.
Oh my god, Joseph Stalin just killed everyone on the other team.
I finally found the approachable milsim, or at least one that feels hardcore enough for me to move tactically and be rewarded.
They're spawning, like, behind them. There's so many. They think I'm one of them. They really do.
One of us.
This is ridiculous. It took them so long to realize. The guy was looking at me like, wait a minute.
And the community seems to have the same brain fungus I do because they play tactically as well. Look at this helicopter pilot. Who plays like this? They landed gently, dropped us off, and then got out of there. That is a hero. It felt so unbelievably good to watch that Huey fly away after dropping us off. It looked scripted. Because it actually might have been. As I sit here editing this, that might have been a bot. I'm not entirely sure. But still. Oh, that helicopter looked really cool. I'm not even mad that they killed 5 of my friends. And as a brief side note, because this is going to be the first Saturday in December, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, as if it wasn't good enough already, is also a Christmas game.
We've lost so many good men. This is horrifying.
This game is the reason I wanted to get a PC my entire life. This is a gem that I had never heard of before, that I never would have experienced on console.
This is very Christmassy.
It is very Christmassy. I feel festive.
And if you need me for the next month, I bet this is where I'll be.
I'm in a helicopter. Even the helicopter's like a toy. Oh my god, the helicopter got killed by the ceiling fan.
But other than that, that's all I got.
Coochie. Wait a minute. Coochie.
Happy first day of Christmas to everyone watching this the day that I posted. To everyone else in the future, remember that the past was once the present. I know because I'm talking from the past to you in the future, and I can confirm it is the present. So like this video if you want to. But love yourself no matter what decisions you made in the past, because again, it was the present when you made them. And if you give me the privilege of your time again, internet stranger, I will see you on stream in the radius. Where else would I be? Goodbye.
We have a ticket, Bravo!
Hey, Bobby, what did we just take? Out of curiosity, I didn't hear it.
Oh, I'll say it again for you. Our announcer said, "We have taken Bravo." That's what he said. Was
See, now that kind of took me out of the experience.
On Earth, we face a multitude of natural enemies. We have the wild animals, the natural disasters, the Fire Nation, and worse yet, Steve Kerr's son. And throughout our lives, we are preparing ourselves if we ever suddenly find ourselves in a situation where we come across these obstacles. Normally in the grown-up world, we'll just shoot and ask questions later if we encounter these problems. And sometimes, half the time, it works every time. However, there are some occasions that humanity's natural enemies might come for us at school, and in case of those situations, we have school practice drills. Now, is that really why we have school drills? No, I just have a phobia of Steve Kerr's son. American schools are known for a lot of things. None of them are good things, but they are certainly things. And I remember in school we used to have surprise emergency practice drills. You know, stuff like the fire alarm piercing our ears at 8:30 in the morning while we're still half asleep. And for me, these drills never made sense, because each drill, they'd want us to act in a calm and organized fashion. Even in a situation when it's not a drill and it's the real thing, they expect students to just walk out calmly. That's just not reality. In a real fire drill, nobody gonna walk in a single filed line out the door. Everyone is gonna be running and sprinting out of there, shoving everything and everyone out their way. That's what's really gonna happen. Nobody's gonna be calm and collective. Everybody's gonna be running out of there because they don't wanna burn to death. Now, this also might not be the safest way to do it, cause in a perfect world, we're all running as fast as possible, but we're all running in sync. You know, nobody getting trampled or injured, no casualties. We'll all get out of there spick and span. The problem is that doesn't exist, and we have some slow ass people holding us up from us trying not to be burned alive. Fast students trying to run away and the slow students holding them up. But I don't want the slow students to get injured, you know. We're all human after all. I'm trying to get everybody out of there as safe and fast as possible. So I found a simple solution to that problem. During a real fire drill, all the slow people, you know who you are, stay back in the classroom and wait for everybody else to run out. Then after, when everybody's gone, then you can go. Hopefully, you didn't get burned alive during that time. Simple problems require simple solutions. This might sound inhumane, but I swear this is the best option for everybody. I speak for the people when I say this. We don't want slow niggas walking 2 kilometers an hour while we're trying to sprint out a burning building. We will push you out the way and run you over. No joke. There's literally no time to waste. You walking around slow is gonna kill the both of us. And not gonna lie, I'd rather you die than me. So get the hell out the way! Leaving them behind in the classroom is the best option. That's how fire drills at school should be done. Not this single file line stuff. They will be safe, I promise you. We will leave them with a water bottle just in case. But you know what's worse than how schools do fire drills? How schools do lockdown drills. I don't know if they do this in other countries, cause y'all don't really gotta worry about this happening like us Americans do. But lockdown drills are basically drills preparing us for just in case a dude come in school trying to play real life Call of Duty. And during these practice drills, they had us turn off the lights in the classroom, lock the door, and had us all hide in the same corner of the room, staying quiet. And when I say quiet, I mean quietly talking. People like to talk. And yeah, that's basically what we have to do during lockdown drills. Now, do you see why this is dumb? We're supposed to do this if the Joker comes in the building. Every student in the classroom is basically in one place, just hoping that he doesn't come in. This don't leave students safe. This leaves students vulnerable. Just cause you turn off the lights and lock the door doesn't mean he thinks nobody's in there. Bitch, he was in there with us doing the practice drills. He knows what's up. And me personally, I'm not sitting there waiting to die. Soon as I hear a for real lockdown drill and I start hearing, I'ma grab the nearest chair and bust the window open, then jumping out, then running as fast as humanly possible. What you think I'm gonna do? Just sit there and play hide and seek with him? No! But there's complications to this too. What if the classroom don't have any windows? Or you're in a classroom in the basement? Well, sorry to say this, but you might be screwed, and I'm not gonna hold you. Really, the best thing I can recommend in that situation is running zigzags, bro. Running zigzags. He's gonna miss. However, I have a plan for how lockdown drills should be done. Now, we can't have everybody running outside the classroom where the is at. That's just not smart. So we gotta have an escape plan with 0 casualties. Here's the plan. On the loudspeaker on a normal day at school, the announcer will be talking about a special assembly, saying, "Good morning, students. May I please have all the Ethans, Connors, Zachs, Hunters, really all white boys that are wearing DC shoes, please head to the auditorium for a special assembly. There will be complimentary Monster Energy drinks, mayonnaise, and Christian Bale and Ben Sharpio will be special guest speakers. Head there as soon as possible. Thank you." As soon as they hear that announcement, they're gonna be running out that door like animals. They're gonna get there as soon as possible. You had them at mayonnaise, bro. You had them at mayonnaise. We do this to get rid of all the quiet kids, cause one of them gotta be it, bro. One of them, bro. And the special guests don't actually have to show up. It's just a front so we can actually talk about the real plan with the students. Okay, so the plan is this. We all jumping out the window, not hiding in the classroom. We all leaving. After that, outside of every classroom is a secret passageway. And this secret passageway is gonna look like a big wardrobe closet. Looks normal, right? It's supposed to be misleading, because it really leads to a secret basement under the school that only we know about. And in that basement, there will be bulletproof armor for all the students and weapons of mass destruction. This is literally the safest place for these students to be. And bam! It's that easy. I just made a drill that's infinitely better than what students do now. Tell me I'm wrong. Then after we done going over the real drill, we call all the quiet kid students back from the assembly. Then they arrive at class. Then we're gonna go over the fake practice drill, which is the real practice drill that people go over today. I just solved American school's biggest problem in like a few minutes. And now a common question might be, well, where we're gonna get the money for weapons of mass destruction and body armor for all the students? And I'm glad you asked that question. And here's my answer.
He doesn't fucking know.
I don't know. There were also tornado drills. I didn't really do this in school because there's really no tornadoes where I live. But the few times we did it, I didn't really understand it as a kid because we'd have to go in the hallways and go on the walls and duck. And I thought,